supernatural way. And the Lord spoke to me early this morning when I was working and I was going back home. Amen. Oh, you're in California. Listen, what part of California? You know, I have a conference in California on the 1st of the month. I'm going to be, because, you know, I lived in Los Angeles for 25 years. So I'm actually going to be in Long Beach, California, right? But we flying into Los Angeles, and stuff. So the conference is November the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'll send you the flyer and whatnot. But inbox me your phone number, Apostle. Bless you, cousin Alvin. I love you. San Bernardino. Oh, you're not far. You're not far, San Bernardino. Oh my God. I need you to connect you with my leaders from LA. I have some leaders in LA. I need to connect you with them and whatnot so that you all can fellowship one with another. Amen. We're going to be there November the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. Amen. We're going to start that Friday. It's called Shalom Ministerial Alliance. We will start that Friday at 5 p.m., 6, 7, and 8. And then we'll be done. And then on that Saturday, we will start at 10 o'clock that Saturday, and we'll be done at 2. And so, Apostle Patricia Small, Sister Phyllis, can you please inbox Apostle Patricia Small and with the flyer? Or Sister Lanisha, one of y'all, can y'all inbox it? Hey, Sindel, bless you, baby. I always think about you, Sindel. I love you. I'm praying for you and praying with you. I always think about you. I go to your page probably once a week just to see how you're doing. Out of sight doesn't mean out of mind. Bless you, my big brother, my big baby brother, Johnny B. I love you, bro. Listen, the Lord spoke something to me. He said last night, this morning, I was driving and doing what I do for work, and then I was on my way home. What's up, Pastor Brian Crenshaw? I love you, man. I need to talk to you. Brian. And however, so the Lord led something to me. And when he did, he spoke something real softly while I was driving. And he said to me, he says, watch this, tell the people to stop practicing victim and practice victor. Tell the people to stop practicing victimizing or being victimized. And tell them to start practicing and learning to be victorious. Are y'all hearing me? He said, tell the people to stop practicing their victimization over and over. Stop practicing and learning how to be victimized and how to be the victim. You need to start practicing and learning how to be victorious. And then the Lord spoke something else to me. As I was driving home, I went to McDonald, Georgia. I dropped off somebody. I came out. I said, I'm going home now. And as I was driving home, I heard the Lord say, he said, Juan, he said, people are trying to be bigger when I'm really trying to get them better. Oh my God. People are trying to be bigger when in actuality, I'm just trying to get them better. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? God said, I don't want you to be bigger than somebody else. I just want you to be the better version of who you are. Any good father, oh my God, thank you, Lanisha. Let me pin that. Let me pin that. Any good, bless you, Aisha. Any good father or a good mother, when their children say, Mommy or Daddy, I want to be like you. And that child, that parent should say, no, I don't want you to be like me, baby. I want you to be better. My grandfather, right there in Louisiana, I used to talk to him. He said, I want you to leave this God-forsaken town. And I want you to go out as far as you can go. And he said, don't stay here. He said, I want you to get up and go as far as you possibly can go. Bless you, Elder Baker. Go as far as you possibly can go. Bless you, Valerie, Sister Valerie, right? And I said, why? He says, because, he said, oh, this is Shaka Khan. Oh, Shaka Khan. Oh, my God. Yes. Benita's niece. Oh, okay. Yes. And And so the Lord said, he says, my grandfather said, go. And I leave this forsaken place, and I want you to go. He said, go to places that me and your grandmother could never go. It's because we can't read. We can't write. He said, but everything that I poured in you, every wisdom that I poured in you, everything that me and your grandmama took time to protect you for, take it to the world and let the world know what me and your grandmother did. Because we can't read, we can't write, we sharecroppers, we can't travel the world like that. And I left my little country town. Went to the big city of New Orleans. Went from New Orleans to New York, and New York to Jacksonville, Florida. And I just kept going, I just kept going. All the way ended up in Los Angeles, now in Atlanta. Been to Jamaica, been to the Bahamas, been in the Caribbean, been all over this United States preaching. Oh my God, watch this. My grandfather said, go and tell the people. Because my grandfather didn't want me to be bigger than him. He wanted me to be better than him. When my father was dying, and I used to talk with him, he would say, I want you to be better. When Bishop was on his dying bed, and I would go and tend to him, be by his bedside, I said, Dad, if I could just be 1% of the man that you are. And my dad would say to me, no, son, I don't want you to be the preacher like me. I don't want you to be the 1% preacher that I am. He said, I want you to cut your pathway in the wilderness. I want you to go and find your pathway and be better than me. But remind the people what I taught you. Remind them what me and your mom, we taught mother and Bishop taught me some things in God. And I am the preacher I am today. The Reverend Hillman Sonia made his transition this morning. With a sad heart, I stand to make this broadcast. But he used to say, I'm going to live to be 100 years old. He was almost there. He was almost there. But can I say something? The man, I am who I am today because Reverend Hillman Sonia didn't ask me to be bigger. He asked me to be better. Better in loving God. Better in moving in God. The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go. Proverbs 17 says a grandparent is proud of their grandchildren and a father is proud of their sons. Are y'all hearing me? So therefore, God is looking for us. God is looking for us to get to become better. He wants us to be better. Better is a part of our makeup. Come on here. Let me tell you something. You're born after your mother, not with your mother. You're born after your grandparents, not with your grandparents. You're born after your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents. You weren't born with them. Why? Because you were the better version of what they were. Are y'all hearing me today? Every one of y'all that's listening to me today, we are the better version of the people that birthed us. That's why we exist in this time. That's why we're operating in this time. That's why we're functional in this time. That's the reason why we are where we are in this season. It's because we're operating in a better version. We're operating in a better system. Even the pictures of our great-great-grandmother and my grandmother are a different look and a different image than the pictures we have today. Remember when I was coming up, we used to take pictures with a camera, and it would flash. You had 4 flash on top of it. It would flash, and then it would spit out the camera. And then it would flash, spit out the camera, the picture. Flash, spit out the picture. And when the flash bulb was out, we had to go buy another flash bulb to put inside the camera. Then they started making the cameras that had the automatic flash in it. But you had to put a negative on the inside and close it and hope that you don't expose the negative to the sun so you won't mess up. But today time, we don't need negatives. We don't even need light cameras. We don't need anything. All we need is a cellular. Yeah, the crazy. So once again, we find ourselves in situations and in storms and in fights and in battles and storms and different things to that nature. But can I say something to y'all? Can I say something to y'all? That every good parent wants their children to be better than them. Every good parent is looking for their children to be better than them. It is the plan of the enemy that want us to be victimized, want us to be practicing the victimization, want us to be in a place where we seem as if we're always failing. But can I encourage you with something? God is not making us fail. God is actually making us win. You didn't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. God is not actually making us fail. God is actually making us win. That's why my grandfather said, I want you to be bigger. Anybody that I tutored, anybody that I mentor, I always pull the bigger side out of them. I never allowed them to be the same mediocrity, the same just mediocre person. No, come on, it's something more about you. Let's get to the more about you. Let's find something that's better than you. Let's find something that's more adventurous than this. You ain't got to stay stuck right here. This is not the plan. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in your life. I know that's a lot of fights. That's a lot of demonic things. I know the enemy is trying to fight you with everything that they possibly can, but you don't have to stay there. What's up, Tariq Nelson? You don't have to stay there. Why? Because that's not the plan of God. God didn't plan for you to be stuck in bondage. That's not the plan of God. No. Regardless of what the storms are, regardless of what's coming on. Oh, that's Elder Tariq Nelson, Joe. Bless you, brother. Listen, that's a musician right there. Tariq, that's a musician right there. And you know he from New York. That's my New York brother. Tariq, I need to reach out to you. Brother, inbox me your phone number. Please. Are you hearing me? And so God want to do some different things in your life. So when we look at different things that God is doing, He's saying to us in Proverbs 17, look, Luke's here. He's saying to us in Proverbs 17, he says, listen about fathers and about what fathers is going to do. And I think it's 17 and 7. And how God's going to do it. That a father is proud of his son. Right? And a father wants his son to be better than him. Right? He wants the grandchildren to be better than him. Right? He wanted to be better. Thank you, Sister Phyllis. Wanted to be better. Right? And so Proverbs 17 and 6 says, children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. The glory of us is our fathers. We know where we come from, but we was not born in their time. So watch this, Elder Tariq. I was saying something earlier before my live froze up, right? I was saying something earlier. You ready for it? That we are in a different version of our fathers and mothers. We are of a different version, a different entity, a different time, a different dispensation, even a different perspective, because our moms and dads had a different look about life. Our grandparents had a different look about our moms. Our grandparents, our great-grandparents had a different look about our grandparents. Everybody had a different point of view concerning walk with God, life. Come on here. And whatnot. I came up from a generation who was very respectful, and that tunneled down from generation to generation, right? But still, I saw things differently, because I used to tell my family members, I said, because you got disrespected doesn't mean I'm disrespectful. I don't want you to feel like I'm disrespectful because I just told you off. I told you off because you are being disrespectful. And what you want is, you want me to be obedient to your disrespect, and I can't. Because first of all, I'm a man. Now listen, I'm not 5 years old. I'm not 2 and 3. I'm 16. So you can't talk to me like I'm 2 and 3 saying, boy, come here. You have to develop me and teach me and show me that when I go out into society, how to make people respect me. As long as you calling me by a derogative name, then guess what? People will call me by a derogative name. And because I'm so accustomed of it and I'm so used to it, I'll continue to do it. Brother Elder Tariq says, amen, the older generation's outlook is totally different from today. Totally, brother. Totally. The older generation used to wear girdles. 2 girdles on. They would put the underwears on. They would put the stockings on. They would put a girdle on, whole girdle, half girdle, a whole slip, a half slip. Today, generation, these women ain't wearing none of them dresses. And they come to church because that's their point of view. Does it make it right? No, it doesn't make it right. But when you're operating in being better, you don't operate being victimized. When God spoke to me, he said, stop practice being victimized and start practice being victorious. This morning, God spoke that to me. This morning, on my last drop off, he said, tell the people when you get on your 5:30, 5:30 line, tell these people this morning, Juan, that I said, stop practicing being victimized. You always crying about what happened to you. You always crying about what's going on with you. Bless you, Elder Donna Taylor. How's your husband doing? And all these wonderful things. We always say, no, God is saying no. Stop it. Stop practicing being victimized. Get up. Stop when somebody else is being praised, you feel like you got to be praised too. If somebody being honored, you feel like you got to be honored. Or you feel like you're being left out. That's a spirit of self-rejection. Watch this. Elder Tariq from New York. Watch. I want you to hear me real good. I was reading a book, a psychology book in Los Angeles, California. And I was just sitting there. And there was a phrase. That's right. Girl said, see, I'm telling you, brother, my mother did the same thing to my sister too. But there was a phrase that says, people that always feel rejected may not have been rejected by other people. It might be a self-rejection. And I remember taking my highlighter and highlighted self-rejection. Then they had in a parenthesis and on the sideboard it says self-rejection is the same thing as hypochondriac. A self-rejection is the same as a person that deals with hypochondriacting. A hypochondriac person is always finding out or always dealing with a sickness because they study other people's sickness. And when they study other people's sickness, they make that sickness become their sickness until literally their bodies start moving. And when I worked in the medical field, this lady used to come in all the time talking about she was pregnant. And her body went into the mode of responding as if she was pregnant right here, right? But she was never pregnant. Never pregnant at all. She had no baby in her belly at all. She had all these cramps, all of this, nothing. So they start giving her, they told her so they went on with her, and the psychiatrist went on with her and told them that we got to get this baby out of you or you're going to die. They gave her medication, right? The medication that they gave to her made her have diarrhea. That's all it did. Just made her, it was like a laxative. And she got in the mode like she was going to have a baby. And begin to start on her best, she had to be run to the bathroom, blah, 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 blah. And they was like, what if I got to go to the bathroom? Why would you make me sit on the toilet? They said, we got to get it out of you. Right? They knew it wasn't no baby, no ultrasound, none of that. But because she had created in her mind she was pregnant, she made her body start manifesting in that. So as a man thinks, so is he. Practicing being victimized, right? Self-rejection. Self-rejection is when you start rejecting your own self, so that you can create the empathy and the pity, empathy and sympathy from other people. You can create a controlling atmosphere so you can control everybody that's around you. And then you become victimized to everything that when people don't pay you attention. All my life I had to fight for attention. All my life I had to fight for this. No, your life you didn't, because when you was a child, you didn't know nothing about attention. You didn't know nothing about really what attention really meant. Until you got a good of age to find what a definition of attention was. So we have a lot of self-rejection. We have also a self-mutilation where people will just start cutting themselves because they want somebody to look at them. They're dealing with the fact of being abandoned because there's a thing called self-abandonment. You will abandon your own self and start operating, functioning abandonment because you want people to accept you and to pamper you. Right? So you got to be very careful with these type of people. So today in my closing, stop practicing being victimized and start practicing being victorious. All right? Cancel the plan of your own self before you can cancel the plan of the devil. You're trying to cancel the plan of yourself, of the devil. Satan, I bind you. I come against you in the name of Jesus. You know what Satan doing? He's looking at you like this. You know what Satan is doing? Really? 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 You binding me? You trying to bind me? Really? Oh, I don't think so. I ain't doing nothing. I just walked by your window to see how stupid you are. I just walked by your window to see if you were still in the same situation that I saw you 5 years ago. You blaming me. I ain't did nothing to you. Now, this is the devil talking to you. I ain't did nothing to you. I ain't touch your son. I ain't touch your daughter. I ain't touch your wife. I ain't did nothing. You did that. You made them start acting and responding in the manner and the way that they're responding because that's something you did. Don't blame me. I ain't the hater. I ain't the one. And so what we have is people literally trying to make other people suffer for the bull that they created for themselves. You hear me? No, I didn't do this one. I didn't do this one. This ain't my fault. This is something you got to deal with. You created that. Remember the beginning of the video say the devil is a liar, right? The devil is a liar. And stop making people think that the devil is, I'm talking about you. You the devil. You are the devil that's a liar. Not the devil himself. I'm talking about you. You're the devil that's a liar. Stop trying to make people believe the devil did this, that to you. The devil didn't do all that to you. You did it to your own crazy self. Why? Because it's called self-rejection, self-mutilation, self-conflict, self-inflicted nonsense. You created that. You married that man that we told you not to marry. You married that woman we told you not to marry. You married, no. You stole your best friend's husband. And now you upset because he cheating with your other best friend? Well, didn't you not steal him from your best friend? Did you not have a baby with your best friend's husband? Did you not have a baby with your best friend's wife? Was you not the best man of your best friend in the wedding of your best friend? And you're now angry with everybody because things are going the route that it's going? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, stop blaming the devil. It's you. Stop practicing being victimized and start practicing being victorious. Stop trying to be bigger than other people when you just learn how to be a better version of yourself. Stop allowing yourself to have its own contrast standpoint. I didn't even ask you to turn the Wi-Fi on. Why would you just turn the Wi-Fi on, you little demon? I don't know what's wrong with this iPhone. This iPhone is losing its mind. Well, just turn the Wi-Fi. I didn't ask you to turn the Wi-Fi on. Why would you turn the Wi-Fi on? I'm talking. Self-inflicted nonsense. You're self-inflicting yourself. You self-humiliating yourself. You're crazy. You got to get this together. Stop practicing being victimized. Oh, pull me. God, get up. Boy, get up. Oh, I've been raped. Me too. I've been rejected. Me too. I've been abandoned. Me too. My mama and my daddy and my sisters and brothers, they don't look at me. Me too. Okay, we all done did it. We've all been there. We all have had our points of people not being there. Get your behind up, stand up, and keep it moving. My grandfather and grandmother never read a book a day of their life. But guess what? They kept making a family. They kept standing up, being strong. They kept being the grandparents for generation to generation until the day they died. And when they died a few weeks apart from each other. Are you hearing me? Stop making yourself being the victim when in actuality you're the you're a victor. Come on, stop making an issue with yourself and become the solution. Stop being the problem, be the solution. Ain't nobody sit down and man the payment with you. God told me to tell y'all that. Stop practicing being victimized. Okay, I gotta go. I'm about to go get my hair cut. Okay, I can't do it. I was trying to wait until the conference. I just can't. See all this gray hair? All this gray hair? And no, this is not a perm. This is wash, mousse, pull back up in this ponytail up here. And I'm going to have my dreadlocks back in my head for my conference. But I got to go get this stuff done, right? Because I'm not one to be walking around here looking stupid, crazy, ignorant, retarded, and dumb. I'm an ambassador of Jesus Christ. And when I step out of my house, I look good all the time. Okay? When I step out of my house, I'm looking good. At least when I have my gym clothes on, they say, oh, he must be coming back from the gym or going to the gym. Do you understand? You know, I always got my little different glasses. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to keep it up together. Why? Because I'm not practicing being victimized. I'm practicing being victor. I'm victorious. I'm not going to walk around and be practicing being victimized. Do I have problems in my life? Oh, yes, I do. I have a lot of problems in my life. I got a lot of issues in my life. I got some stuff that I want to slap some people in their face. I got 2 pistols with 4 boxes of bullets. And 2 boxes of bullets I just went by a month ago. Okay? And yes, I do want to lay some bullets in some people. Do you understand me? But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep moving. Because they're not worthy enough for me to be locked up in jail, not looking good. Because once I realized some people want to get rid of you, it's because you intimidate them because they cannot ever match the energy of who you are. Some people want to get rid of you. Why? They want to get rid of you because they can't handle the processing and your deliverance. Some people want to get rid of you because they cannot handle the fact that you are the head, not the tail, first and not last, healing, not sick, rich and not poor, can't go down for going up, can't go under for going over. You're the lender, no longer the borrower. People can't handle you. It's because you're in pursuit of your purpose, driven by desire, you're highly motivated, and you're destined to succeed. People can't handle you because you look good. People can't handle you because you're a nice looking person. People can't handle you because I'm in my 50s and I don't look like I'm in my 50s. People can't handle me because the mere fact of the matter, I don't need them to validate me, because validation comes for a parking ticket. I'm not a parking ticket. I'm a human being. I may drive a car that needs the ticket to be validated, but if I get out that car, I exist without that car. I don't need validation from a preacher or people or an organization or a reformation. God validated me when he put me out of my father's scrotum and into my mother's womb and allowed me to go through 9 to 10 months of processing. And when I came out and they slapped me on my behind and I hollered, that was my validation. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? People want to get rid of me or get rid of you because the mere fact you're strong, you're unpredictable, unmovable, undeniable, you're unrecognizable. They can't recognize you. They don't know who you are. They're angry with you. They're mad with you. They don't know what color my hair is going to be tomorrow. They don't know if I'm going to have dreads, if I'm going to have this ponytail still in my hair. They don't know if my hair ain't going to be burgundy. They don't know what my hair is going to be. They don't know what color glasses I'm going to wear tomorrow. But guess what? It's none of their business, because you know why? I'm in pursuit of my purpose. I'm driven by desire. I will not be victimized, and I will not practice victimization because somebody don't like me or somebody don't like you. Stop it. Get ready, sir. Wipe the tears from the eyes. Stop being crazy. Lift your head up, O ye gates, and be ye ever lifted up, in the King of Glory shall come in. Remember what I told y'all yesterday. Be on the lookout. Something big is about to take place in your life. Pursue, and without a fail, you will recover all. Till the next time, God bless you and God keep you. It's my prayer. I love you. I love you with the love of God, and there's nothing you can do about it. And guess what? I'm about to go find some new glasses, because somebody said something about these glasses. They say, I like them, but your butt stinks. I don't want to hear what your butt have to say. Okay, bye.